Hey guys, Arissa Dia here. As you can see, I am not at home. I am in my car. Today is May 26th, the day that the BTS meal is released from McDonald's. I just got out of work and now I'm about to head over there. I'm hoping I live in a small town area, so I'm hoping this McDonald's won't be too busy, but I'm also like, I don't really know. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's either going to be really busy or not. I'm hoping I can go inside to order because I've never been through a drive-through, so that's scary. Also, I feel really awkward asking about like the BTS meal like through the speaker, whereas like in person I can at least like explain things easier. But I'm gonna be getting the BTS meal and my family some food because I stupidly offered to buy them McDonald's. So, and that's gonna be fun. I don't want to see how much my total is because it's definitely gonna be like $30 or more. Because that's just my luck, but we're gonna see how it is. I'm kind of sad because I know that there's no fancy BTS packaging. I'm hoping that maybe this McDonald's will have the bags at least, but I'm also like, we're in the middle of literally fucking nowhere, so I'm not too hopeful for that. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I guess I'll see you guys when I get it. Okay guys, so it looks like I should be able to go in. So I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna record just because I don't know, I just feel like that's like invasive of like the privacy in the company. So I'm going to go in and order, so wish me luck because I'm gonna feel really awkward about it, but I'm hoping my mask will help. But we're gonna see. So okay, so I just got back in. I have secured the goods. If I can get it. It did not come with the fancy packaging. The total ended up being about 27 something. Let me see, I kept the receipt. It was 27.51 with tax and it was takeout, obviously. The BTS meal itself is $7.89, which I did not see anywhere online, so that is the price. I'm sorry, it's such bad lighting in my car. It's like 7:30 p.m. And it's storming today, so it's really bad lighting. I apologize, but I am here. There we go. Gonna try to face the light. And I did check. They gave me at least one of the two sauces. I could only find one because it was at the bottom of the bag, but it's there. I think my nuggets were there. My fries were all at the top, so I know those were there. But yeah, so now we're gonna go home very carefully because I'm so worried that these drinks are going to spill. I like had to ask for a drink holder because they didn't give me one, and I'm holding like 3 drinks, and I'm just like, I don't have that many cup holders in my car, so I got a drink holder. I'm gonna try driving very slowly home, but the waitress, or I guess waitress, the cashier who took my order was actually really sweet, as didn't even question when I said the BTS order, so I don't know how many they've gotten here. Inside it's really dead, and even the drive-thru isn't that bad. But as I was like waiting, debating, do I fill my drinks now or do I fill my drinks later? She kind of had like a little bit of free time, and like I'm wearing like my BTS mask, and obviously ordered the BTS meal, and she was like, I've been meaning to get into BTS, but I really haven't had the chance. So me, being the good army that I am, was just like, oh, well, they just released their new English song. And she was like, oh, it's like Butter, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's really good. And she was like, okay, like I'll check it out later. And I was like, I think you'll enjoy it. So maybe a new army, hopefully they go and check the boys out. But yeah, so now to drive home. And of course, I'm listening to BTS on the way, because that's literally, I have 6 CD players in my car, and I think like 4 of the CDs that are in there now are BTS. So right now I'm listening to Face Yourself because I love their Japanese album. But yeah, I'll see you when I get home. Okay guys, I am back at home after driving, and I spent a little time and like chatted with my family. So some of this is actually probably going to be really cold because it's been a while. I also found out I had my friend trying to get me the BTS X McDonald's merchandise because I was working at the time that it dropped, and apparently she ended up getting on it a little bit late and the app kept crashing, and by the time she finally got on, it was sold out. So sadly I did not get any of that, which is really sad because I'm in love with the McDonald's silicone like French fry pouch. So if you guys know anybody who's selling an extra one, like, let me know because I hardcore want it. So that's a bit sad, but I have everything. I got the Coke that is partially drunk because I got a little bit thirsty on the way home, but it is Coke. Because I went inside, I actually got the choice to like fill it. And I still went with Coke. I actually don't really like Coke, but I figured BTS advertises for Coke, and that was technically what was supposed to go with their meal. So I did get Coke, and I am suffering through it, but man, am I a Pepsi gal. So yeah, that's as good as Coke can be, I guess. Or not as good as Coke can be, because like Coke's like cherry or like Coke vanilla cherry, like that shit's the best that Coke can be. But that's the best regular Coke can be. Next up, we got our chicken McNuggets, which are normal chicken McNuggets. There's actually 10 of them. I figured there would be, but I wanted to double check. We got our French fries. Honestly, the best thing that they have at McDonald's internationally and in America. McDonald's fries are the best, and I will fight anybody on them. Okay, I should also explain, I'm like a hardcore McDonald's fan. I grew up with every other weekend I had McDonald's. So I like hardcore love McDonald's. So I was very excited. Like, if BTS decided to do a collaboration with Burger King, I would still get it, but I wouldn't necessarily be happy about it. But when they said McDonald's, I was like, plus. So that's fun. And then, of course, we got the actual thing that makes the BTS meal special, apart from the packaging that apparently McDonald's in America don't get, and that is the two sauces. We got spicy chili and Cajun, and I'm super excited. My favorite spice to put on like meat that I'm cooking is Cajun. I don't know if it's going to be the same Cajun because what I use is a spice, not a sauce. And I'm really interested to see what sweet chili tastes like. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to open the sauces without spilling it all over my bed or my computer. Sweet chili is done. I really want to lick the top of this, but then I'll end up tasting it, so it'll kind of ruin the experience. So I'm trying to peel these. I kind of want to keep the lids because I don't have, since I apparently didn't get the merch, I want to keep the lids of the sauces as like the commemoration. Okay, the Cajun is not what the sweet chili looks like how I thought the sweet chili would look. The Cajun does not look like how I thought the Cajun would look. So the sweet chili sauce I thought was going to look like sweet and sour sauce. I think that's the name of it. So it's kind of like red as I proceed to almost spill it. I'm just going to move my camera so you guys can see a bit better. So it's like kind of like red-ish, brownish color. The Cajun sauce I thought was also going to be red, but it just kind of looks like honey mustard. Yeah. So that's interesting. So now I'm going to try a French fry first because I like the French fries. The French fries are cold, which is sad because fresh McDonald's fries are the best, but they at least don't taste too bad cold. So now, on to the nuggets. So, I think I want to try the sweet chili one first. So, bottoms up. Yeah. So it's kind of like a glazy color. Or not color, but like kind of like a glaze. So, let's go. That's really good. That's so good. It's like there's enough chili in it. I can feel my tongue starting to burn. But the sweetness is like really like cooling it off. So it's like I can't taste the burn. And like even what I can feel of the burn is very subtle. Like you're tasting the sweet in it, but you're feeling the burn. And I think that's really good. This is really tasty. No joke, like 100% if they made this like in America, like McDonald's, like all the time, I'd actually get McNuggets a lot more. I love McNuggets, but a lot of the time I have McDonald's. I'm normally driving, and so it's hard to like eat McNuggets while you're driving. Because I always like to dip them, and it's so hard to like not spill your sauces when you're driving. But if I'm like with a get together of friends and stuff, I'll order McDonald's or McNuggets. But my go-to order on like a normal day is I normally get a McDouble and small fries because that's what I had growing up all the time. So now onto the Cajun. It really does look like honey mustard, or like it either looks like honey mustard or like processed nacho cheese, like kind of like that type of consistency. I don't know if you guys can see, kind of like oops. Oh, yeah, so it kind of looks like honey mustard or like nacho cheese. So 3, 2, 1, bottoms up. It kind of just tastes like honey mustard. Like slightly different. But like if you were to give me honey mustard and this blindfolded, I would say that this is just like honey mustard with like a little kick. Although I don't know if it's actually a little kick or if my tongue's still just burning from the sweet chili. But yeah, to me it kind of just tastes like honey mustard. Okay, it's very much like honey mustard. There's enough that if you were to try it, you'd be like, this is a weird honey mustard. But it's reminiscent enough that it is kind of just like honey mustard. It's not bad, but I don't think there's enough of whatever makes it different from honey mustard. Like, I would get this again. It honestly just kind of tastes like honey mustard if you took away some of the honey and added like a little bit of heat. But yet again, I don't know if my tongue's just burning from the sweet chili. But it's still really good. I don't think I like it as much as I like the sweet chili sauce, but it's still really good. But I love honey mustard. Honey mustard is like my go-to like order when I do get McNuggets. So I actually really enjoy the Cajun sauce for tasting like honey mustard. But I do wish that because it is a special sauce, it was a bit more of like a differentiation. And maybe like other people will have like other things to say, like maybe to them it tastes like way different from honey mustard. But to me it kind of just tastes like a less sweet version of honey mustard. Like not into mustard territory, like not regular mustard territory. Like, but kind of like if you took honey mustard and like kicked up like the heat a little. But granted, I feel like I can't differentiate if the heat that my tongue is feeling is just residue from the sweet chili or if it's actually from the Cajun. So I don't know. I know my mom wants to try the sauces, so I'll have her try them in the reverse order of me, to see if she can differentiate more and if it is spicy. Because, like, on, like, the packet tops, like, the Cajun has the heat, and granted, like, the sweet chili has the pepper. So I kind of, like, went into it thinking, like, oh, they probably put the fire on the Cajun because it's supposed to be hot, and then they put the pepper on the sweet chili because it has the word chili in it. So I was thinking pepper chili, but not necessarily that it'd be spicy. That was my logic behind it. I don't know if that's actually what it means, but overall, though, I actually really like both of these sauces. Like, I 100% would get these sauces again, especially the sweet chili. Oh my god. I would buy McDonald's, like, once a week, no joke, if they added the sweet chili sauce. It's so good. But the Cajun one is really good. I actually, if I had to choose between honey mustard or Cajun, I'd actually probably choose the Cajun one because it tastes enough like honey mustard that it satisfies the honey mustard for me. But because it's less sweet than actual honey mustard, I think it pairs a lot better with a McNugget than honey mustard does. Because I feel like McNuggets are a little bit sweet in themselves because they don't really, like, add a lot of spices. Like, if you go to Burger King, like, nuggets have lots of, like, pepper on it and, like, lots of other spices. Whereas, like, the McNuggets kind of, like, basic. And so I feel like this is, like, it pairs really well with the McNugget because, like, these are a bit more bland and, like, already kind of sweet compared to, like, Burger King ones that are very peppery and, like, spicier. So I think that this pairs well because I do feel like when you use honey mustard with McNuggets, it is a bit too sweet. So the fact that the Cajun is like a honey mustard, but a bit, like, hotter, I do think that it pairs much better with this than the actual honey mustard does. I wish I had, like, real honey mustard here to, like, compare it. But it's still really good. Like, both of these sauces I would 100% like buy again. Like, I hope, honestly, what I hope happens is that the sauces become such a big hit that, like, McDonald's will just add them as a regular sauce. Like, I think that's what they did for the Szechuan sauce, but I could be wrong. I think that's what the sauce, what was the Rick and Morty sauce? Whatever that was, but I think they ended up, like, extending the time a lot longer because everybody wanted it. They might have actually, I don't know if they extended the time or if they just added it to the menu because everybody fell in love with it. And I hope that's what happens with these two because I 100% would get McDonald's a lot more nowadays if they had, like, these sauces. But yeah, so I'm, like, dropping nuggets everywhere. This was me eating the BTS meal from McDonald's. Really good. Honestly, I think this is my favorite collaboration that McDonald's has done. And I 100% believe that to be true because I get to eat this collaboration. Like, I love merch and stuff, but a lot of, like, the things that they advertise, like, I just can't afford. Like, I love that BTS, like, collabs with Samsung, but, like, I don't have the money for a new phone. I love that they collab with, like, Hyundai. I can't afford a new car. Like, a lot of the things that they end up, like, collabing with or, like, representing, like, is super expensive. Like, even Fila, like, I can't really afford Fila, like, most of the time. And so, like, the only two things that I've really been able to buy that they kind of, like, advertise for is, like, Coke. And I don't even really buy that because as much as I love BTS, I don't really like Coke. if they sold Coca-Cola with BTS on them in America, I would buy that. I would do that, and I would keep the cans. But then it was like once I collected them all, that would be it. But McDonald's, like 100%, I love it. I eat it. It was surprisingly cheap. I actually didn't know how much it was going to be because nobody said anything about prices online, except for like international fans. So I was seeing how it was like $15, I think, in like Malaysia or something. And so I was like panicking because I was like, am I really about to spend $15 at McDonald's? But it only ended up being like $7 and like 86 cents or something like that. I forgot exactly how much because I ordered 2 other things. So my entire total was like $27.50, but that's because I ordered 2 meals for my mom and my sister. So that jacked up the price, but this was actually the cheapest of the 3 meals. So I was like, you know what? I'll drink to that, or I guess I'll eat a fry to that. But yeah, overall, I say if you guys like this, like, go ahead and try it. Honestly, the sauces are worth it in its own. But yeah, so that is my taste test video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely like go and check out like your local McDonald's and try it. Because the sauces are really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys had the BTS meal. If you did, which sauce was your favorite, and or if you didn't like either of them. Also, if you know where I can buy a silicone pouch from the McDonald's and BTS collaboration merch, also let me know because I really want one and they're sold out. So please let me know if you guys know any like group orders or somebody who like bought a bunch just to sell them like secondhand scalping, because I'll buy them. So let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I release more BTS or K-pop related videos or just other fun videos on my channel. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.